We're outside the Moakley Courthouse in South Boston, where a federal jury just delivered a sweeping verdict against John O'Brien, the disgraced commissioner of the Probation Department. The jury found that he and a top aide, Elizabeth Tavares, ran their department like a criminal enterprise by directing the jobs to state legislators in exchange for legislative favors, helping O'Brien build his political power.
For their own reasons, Mr. O'Brien and his colleagues implemented a rigged hiring system. This system demoralized hard-working, qualified employees, clearly preventing the department from working and operating at its optimal best.
In a blow to Speaker DeLeo, the jury also found that O'Brien paid gratuities to state legislators to help DeLeo win his competitive race for Speaker in 2009. One top aide, William Burke, was acquitted but all of one charge, a conspiracy charge, which means the jury found that even though they did not allege any underlying acts, they found that he was part of this agreement, again, to trade jobs to state legislators for legislative favors.
Bottom line, the evidence showed, and clearly the jury agreed, that this case was about a fraud perpetrated by Mr. O'Brien and his deputies on the citizens of the Commonwealth. Mr. O'Brien certified time and time again that he hired probation officers solely based on merit, when the reality and the evidence was in court that time and time again he hired those that were politically connected. They also found that giving jobs to legislators constituted illegal gratuities. Now, with this verdict, the jury determined that this conduct was fraud and the giving of illegal gratuities. And because Mr. O'Brien and Ms. Tavares engaged in the conduct repeatedly for more than a decade, the jury deemed it racketeering, with Mr. Burke engaged in the conspiracy of that.
I spoke with one of those jurors who said they worked hard, they stood strong through a lot of stress. This is 3 months, it's been a long trial, but the juror said they put their work in, they worked hard. This was day 7 of deliberations, more than 50 hours, but he said they stood strong the whole time, and what they found was this is widespread, that government perhaps should take notice, that maybe this is a wake-up call for government, that this has been going on even before O'Brien, but he found it was a crime. The juror said the 12 members, it was unanimous, they all found it was a crime when there were systems in place, and O'Brien rigged those systems and went around those systems to hire the friends of state legislators. This is Milton Valencia with the Boston Globe.